I can see you. I saw what you did. There are some naughty photographers out there playing all sorts of dirty tricks to blow up their Instagram account. It's not their fault. This is just the way that Instagram is built. And the trouble with these tricks is that they work. And as a wise girl once said, sometimes you have to be a little bit naughty. So let's take a look at these tricks. Cut them off early. This is where someone is building some kind of tension. They're building some kind of expectation. And you sit there and you watch it and you wait for it to happen. And as soon as it happens, it cuts off and the whole thing starts again. You don't cut it off before the thing happens. You cut it off just afterwards or just during the thing happens. Oh no, I've broken my camera. Oh no, I've broken my camera. So why does this work? This works because you're setting an expectation, you're building tension, the person is sat there, the viewer is waiting for this thing to happen, and then it happens. But it happened so fast that they didn't really have a chance to process it, they didn't really see what it was. You've kind of delivered on your promise of showing them something, but it happened so fast that their brain didn't have a chance to process it. It didn't have a chance to take in the information, so they have to watch it again. Maybe they have to watch it and pause it to see what was going on. And you will see variations of this trick all across Instagram and TikTok and all sorts of genres, but photographers are using this as well. Very, very naughty. Number 2, infos in the caption. Oof, I hate this one, okay. So what is this? This is when someone promises you some information. The reel starts and the information says something like 5 ways to get better at it, photography, something like that. And then you wait for 2-3 seconds and it just says, read the caption. Very naughty. Why does this work? Obviously it works because people will watch the whole thing waiting for this thing to happen. But what a lot of people may not know is when you go into the comments or the caption of something, that reel is still playing in the background. It's still going round and around and around. Now, as far as I'm aware, a looped view is not more than one view. But that retention, that time spent on the post, that will definitely increase the reach of a particular piece of content. So this is a trick where people are baiting you into watching the content and then saying, it's in the caption. Now, I don't think there's an issue with putting supplementary content in the caption, but when it says something like 5 ways to blow up on Instagram, read the caption, very naughty. No, not for me. The next one really gets to me, okay? And this is using locations as a currency. This is like when someone says, 5 hidden gems in this area or 5 places to shoot on this island, whatever. It works for all the same reasons as the one before. It's promising you some information, and it might say location in the caption. There's all sorts of ways of doing this, but why this drives me crazy is because here's a great way to think of it. Would you share your house location on your social media? Would you say, this is where I live, it's here, it's exactly here? If you wouldn't do that, why would you share someone else's house? Something else's house? You wouldn't, would you? And what's happening is a lot of these places are getting destroyed and over-tourismed, and it's driving me crazy. Now, you can share locations, you can share things, but when you're using that thing, that location as currency and clout, just to get views, there is literally no benefit to the person sharing the place other than just some views, which really is worth nothing. It's worth absolutely nothing in the long run. It's not going to help you in life. It's just got some views, didn't you? The next one is much more innocent in my opinion. This is when people do a post and it says, sharing my photography for this many days until I hit this many followers. So what this will be somebody stood in front of the camera, they pick up their camera, just like this, look. They'll go like this, they'll go. Then it will say, day 17 of me sharing my photography until I hit this many subscribers, followers, whatever they're called on Instagram. Yeah, this works. Do you know what it works? It works for a very funny reason. It works because most people will go, I wonder how they're getting on. I'm going to go to their profile and have a look how many followers they got. And that profile view from the reel increases the reach of that reel. But there's something else here as well, which I actually really like, and I think it's a good thing that photographers can do this kind of thing, because first of all, first frame, you're showing yourself, you're showing who you are and what you do. Then you're getting to show some of your work. Then you're kind of using a bit of a trick to get them over to your profile, which is boosting the reach and boosting your followers. So good on you. Well done. I think that's a good trend. I think if everybody did it all the time, it's going to get pretty boring. But it's a really nice way to kind of wedge photography into reels. So yeah, that's a pretty good one. Next, we have what I call the Superhuman slideshow. This is when you post so many photos so fast that you can't possibly see what those photos are. Now, this used to annoy me until I understood why it works. There are two reasons, in my opinion. Number one is it's not about the photos, it's about the vibe, okay? Let's give two examples, okay? In the first example, I'm here and I say, hey, let me show you some photos. And then I put up like a million, like, that's one. And then the next one would be what it's like to shoot a volcano in Iceland. And then you see a photo of like the plane, the 4x4, the truck, the hike, the people, the landscape, then some lava. What's happening is you're actually not seeing the photos, but you're getting a real vibe of the whole moment. It's more like a flick book, and that is why people are drawn to it. It's not the individual photos, so the fact that they're coming by really quick is not that much of a big deal. It's more that you get a very quick taste of what it would actually be like to do that. The next reason that those do well is because it's actually quite hard to see where that starts and finishes. So you might end up watching it once, twice, 3 times without even realizing it. That's where things get a little bit naughty. Now, I have a responsibility to not share too many of these dirty tricks all at once. But if you do want another one of these kind of videos, let me know in the comments. And when more of these tricks, these trends surface, I will share them. But you need to remember that photography is not about social media. It's about learning and it's about experiencing it. So if you want to learn more about photography and starting a photography business, check out my photography education playlist up here. And if you just want to experience photography, even if you're not a photographer, then come on an adventure with me and hit my adventures playlist down here and just come along for the experience. Either way, I will see you there.